My name is Lawrence Ojas, and this is my 1995 Nissan 240SX. When designing the car, we were inspired by our old driver Mitsudo Haraguchi and his 326 power line. He came up with a body kit for the Zenki S14. That's what started off the whole project. I picked up the 240 from a friend of mine in California, and we started collecting parts and doing the build. Haraguchi's style on the kit was a very, VIP-ish line, and it was a mixture of VIP and drift. It had a real nice and unique appeal to it, and that's what inspired us to do this build. For the suspension, we chose to work with Apex and using the EXV coilovers and Silk Road arms throughout the whole vehicle. All the camber arms and the front tension arms are all Silk Road. For wheels, we have the Weds Kranzi LXZs in 18-inch all the way around. We didn't want to go anything too big or too small in the vehicle, and we felt 18s were the perfect size for this chassis. A lot of the parts we chose in the vehicle was so we can keep it daily driven and functional. When designing this car, we wanted to make sure that we kept the daily driven purpose in mind. This is a car that somebody can build, have fun, go to a car show, and drive it every day, or take their friends and family out and cruise with it without having the inconveniences of having a fully built drift car or a track purpose car. For the engine, we chose the SR20 DET S14 blacktop engine. We have an Apex head gasket in there with a Nismo twin plate clutch. We wanted to make sure we kept the AC in the vehicle to keep with the daily driven theme. The colors in the engine were inspired by the interior, as well as a sunset that happened near my house recently. There's a lot of blues, purples, and pinks in the tones that were in the sunset. It looked really nice with the white clouds in the background, so I decided to go with that in the engine bay. We worked with Greddy on getting some of their pulleys and their fuel rail, but they had like a real unique blue to their color, and it didn't quite tie in with the theme with the rest of the engine bay. So we had those custom anodized black to help keep the look of the interior engine bay really clean. The turbo manifold we decided to get summer coated. For those of you who have stainless steel manifolds, they have a nice gold tinge to them, but you should know after a while they start to look faded or funny. So summer coating it not only gave it a protective coating, but it also kept the colors in the engine bay consistent without very much maintenance we had to do to the engine. If you're driving this car every day and you want to open your engine bay and have it look nice, a lot of the parts we chose in the engine bay will stay clean with minimal care. Diamond Lighting helped us design some of the lighting in the vehicle. We have their LEDs throughout the whole vehicle, and we have their HID kits up front. Some of the stuff that we worked with Diamond to come up with was puddle lights on the bottom of the doors, as well as the door handle lights that are tied into the alarm system, so when it disarms, it'll turn on the door handles. When I was in Japan, I came across some kimono fabric. It really inspired me on the way it looked and the color tones they had. So I decided to try and tie that into the interior and keep the interior as factory and clean looking as possible. We also use the BlackBerry Playbook tablet, which is removable. The interior, we didn't do too much with the gauges or anything. Again, just clean, functional, have what you need kind of attitude. First of all, I'd like to thank Apex Engineering for helping us with the suspension components as well as the Power FC and AVCR. I'd also like to thank Diamond Lighting Technology for helping provide the lighting in the vehicle. I also have to thank Circuit Sports and Greddy Performance Products, the Jimenez family for painting the vehicle, Weds for helping me get the wheels, have to thank Chris at Car Toys for helping me source the BlackBerry Playbook as well as the JL Audio system and how to integrate it into the car. And Intech Racing for helping me source the parts and help me work on the vehicle as well.